Have you ever wondered why some efforts yield far greater results than others? Why does it often seem that a small proportion of your work leads to the majority of your success? These imbalances are not anomalies, but rather manifestations of a fundamental principle that pervades our lives: the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto Principle. The 80-20 rule, aptly named after the Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, was born out of an observation in the late 19th century. Pareto noticed that 80% of Italy's land was owned by a mere 20% of the population. This wasn't a random quirk confined to Italian real estate, but a pattern that Pareto started to see replicated in various other areas. From business to health, productivity to personal relationships, the 80-20 rule started to reveal itself as a universal principle. It suggests that 80% of our outcomes come from just 20% of our inputs. In other words, the majority of our results are driven by a small but incredibly potent fraction of our actions. Consider this in a business context. It's not uncommon for companies to find that 80% of their sales come from 20% of their customers, or that 80% of their complaints stem from 20% of their products. This principle showcases how a minority can hold the majority of power, influence, or yield. But this principle isn't limited to the corporate world. It seeps into our personal lives too. Think about your personal productivity. You may find that 80% of your accomplishments come from 20% of your tasks. Maybe it's that 1 hour of focused, undistracted work that yields more results than the rest of your day combined. The key to harnessing the power of the 80-20 rule lies in identifying and focusing on these critical 20% inputs. It's about recognizing the tasks, actions, or factors that yield the most significant results and channeling our resources towards them. However, this is not a set-and-forget strategy. It requires continuous observation, analysis, and adjustment to ensure that we are always focusing on the most impactful areas. The 80-20 rule, or Pareto Principle, serves as a stark reminder that not all inputs are created equal. It challenges the notion of balance, tipping the scale towards the small yet powerful minority. So next time you're wondering why some efforts bear more fruit than others, remember the 80-20 rule. It might just be that a small fraction of your actions is driving the majority of your success. This principle, while simple, holds profound implications for how we approach our tasks, allocate our resources, and structure our lives. By understanding and applying the 80-20 rule, we can work smarter, not harder, and make each action count towards the outcomes we desire. So remember, it's not about doing more, but doing the right things that truly leads to success.